Welcome back to Moonshine Music, Kit Haymond.
Glad to be back.
You're here a solo tonight. No Preston Black, but that's cool. You know, having you here on the National Road Music Series show.
I appreciate it.
Are you excited about the show?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited to be here in Greenfield. It's actually my first time playing a show in Greenfield.
Really?
I played every town around it.
Because like you live in Shelbyville, right?
I used to live in Fortville too, so I never played Shelbyville.
Lived on both sides of it.
Yeah. So I'm glad to be here. This is the best place to be though. This is a beautiful theater.
This is the best venue in this part of the state.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's few in the state that I'd rather play than this, honestly. It would be like Lucas Oil Stadium or something.
Sure. It reminds me a lot of the Strand Theater in Shelbyville. We have a really beautiful theater there, so it's really nice to have these places.
You guys, I know that there's some kind of shows there for music occasionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that Buck Rogers does something on Mardi Gras, right?
The band has played there for many years. We haven't been back since 2019, I think, so it's been way too long. So we're a little overdue to be back at the Strand, but I'm pretty sure sometime we'll be back there. Just hadn't had the chance to get back into that old theater, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird that it feels like 5 minutes ago since 2019, but it also feels like forever at the same time.
But yeah, we're hoping to be back there and maybe do a couple solo shows or something. I'll have to reach out and get back in there, but yeah, this place is beautiful. I mean, it sounds phenomenal.
Yeah. So what have you been working on lately? I know you got the solo album out and
just put out a solo record in 2024. Just been really playing shows, a lot of solo shows, promoting it and kind of promoting it tonight, but I'm also working on a new record with my band Preston Black, and I'm also doing more solo music as well. So just kind of digging into some Americana, folk, country, rock stuff on my solo project, and then doing ska, reggae, punk, rock music with Preston Black.
I mean, you get the whole thing going when you do both, right?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's mostly us. Like, they work on the solo record with me too. So I think even my drummer's talking about, doing some country and Americana shows with me.
Oh, that's fun.
We're just kind of not telling people that it is us, but it's kind of us. You get 2/3 of us, and you get one of us, so it's kind of all over the place. But it's fun because we're all making music together, and we're really good friends. And when you have, a friendship like that, it's hard to play music with other people sometimes. A lot of times it's hard to find that bond. We've been together as this lineup for 7 years. So
yeah, that's a long time.
It doesn't feel like it. And we rarely argue over anything. So
I mean, the crazy thing is like the band that I have, which is called Breakfast for Dinner at the moment. We've been together since 2019, so it's been like 6 years now. So whenever we play band shows, it's the same crew since, which is crazy because for like the 5 years before that, we had all sorts of different versions.
Yeah.
And then, we just kind of been steady since then,
that's awesome.
Interesting.
And it's the most fun thing to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you get together with like-minded people and you make music, and honestly, it's pretty cool to see something happen. It's cool to have an idea one day, hey, let's make a record, and you actually follow through and make it happen.
Making a record is like a state of mind. You gotta like decide, because if you don't just decide, you'll never ever get it done. It's such a hard thing. It never felt like that when I was young. Do you feel the same way? Like when you're like a teenager, you're like, oh, I'll make a record, I'll record it, and you feel like that is easy, and then you go and actually do one, and it's like, no, not easy.
What's really funny is that I had to use my resources early on. I didn't really have a whole lot of money to make records.
Right.
They're expensive to make, and I would try to find people. Like when I was in high school, there were people going to music school after they graduated. They were older than me. Guys a couple years older than me. They were going to music school, so I would try to utilize them having access to a studio in a university as a project. Like, hey, I get this band, can you record it? And so I would try to use my resources as much as possible. And honestly, like if it wasn't for all those people, I probably wouldn't have been able to do as much as I have.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense. I went to Ball State, and we would go and I wasn't even in the music department, but I would sneak in there and use the pianos.
Yeah.
I was in telecommunications, like go and pretend I'm in the music department.
Yeah.
Like several people thought I was because I was there a lot.
Well, my drummer and bass player, they went to Ball State, and when they were going to Ball State, we were doing a lot of videos for projects. There was a lot of kids that were like, hey, can you do this video for my project? And we were like, sure. So we were just saying yes to everything. Yeah, we can do a recording project. Yes, we can do a video project. So like 2019 was crazy because we had just done a tour of the Pacific Northwest. We played a bunch of shows in Indiana as well, and a bunch all around Muncie. We were playing a lot around the college circuit there. And then we had a lot of people on the weekdays, hey, can you come up at 9 o'clock? It would be really cool if you guys could do this project. It was hard to say no because we had access to such nice equipment, nice video cameras, and everybody was always really cool. So,
right, because it's all professional stuff at the college where they're like teaching people how to be professionals.
And then it's cool to see those people progress, to see a lot of these people that were in maybe film or music, now seeing them in their careers doing really awesome things.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I hadn't thought of that as a strategy, but it's a cool one.
Yeah.
Pick up on get some friends that are younger and need to do a project.
Yeah, like, and now a lot of those people that we worked with, some of them we still work with today on stuff, or maybe we'll have a part that somebody needs to play saxophone on. We call them up.
Right.
And, we try to make lifelong friends that can really help us out, make our music.
That's cool. How's the family life going?
Really good. My oldest son, he's getting older, and he's getting ready to turn 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it just, life's flying by really fast, but he's getting into guitar.
Really?
Yeah, and his favorite band's Blink-182 right now, so.
I see, he's in the Blink-182 phase like everyone goes through.
Mine's never stopped.
I still
love Blink, yeah.
Okay.
I never stopped liking Blink. So.
Do you don't go through phases, or is it just that Blink-182 is one that you don't go through a phase with?
I never go through a phase with them. I think I'm in my country Americana years more. I really like Blaze Foley, Townes Van Zandt, and Mike Ness from Social Distortion. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm repping them right now. And actually, Mike Ness was like the reason why I wanted to make the solo record that I did. I took a lot of inspiration from him doing his solo record and making it kind of like a country rock, and some of it's kind of that Americana sound. And I was like, it'd be cool if I tried doing something like that. It was just an idea, and then it just came together one day.
Oh, that's really cool. Do you have something that you're going to play tonight that you feel is special and you want to point out to us?
I think the song "Meet Me at Willie Farkle's" is a really special song, especially on that record. It's kind of a song about a hometown bar that during COVID, I was really just trying to think like, what would I want to do right now? And I was just thinking of like all the places in my hometown that I'd like to visit that were closed. And I was like, Willie Farkle's would be awesome if you could just have a reunion right now with all your friends at Willie Farkle's and just kind of just hang out and play music and play the jukebox, and we couldn't do that at the time. So I was like, I'm going to write a song about staying inside the house too much. So I wrote that song during COVID, and I didn't put it out till last year. I sat on that song for such a long time. We had maybe 30 different versions of that song that we had recorded. I mean, a ton. I mean, we ended up taking bits and pieces of a kind of like a demo version of it, and actually we threw it into the song and did the final recording with the pedal steel player from Nashville, Tennessee on the record. Wish I had the pedal steel out here tonight, but that song means a lot to me.
Pedal steel people are hard to come across.
Yeah, well, and also that was kind of my first song trying to write something Americana sounding.
Yeah.
That was my first step, doing something a little more folky, to prove to myself that I could write something like that, and try to write something in the vein of maybe Townes Van Zandt, something like he would write, you know. But it's almost got like a Beatles-esque type of chord progression, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of influence in that song. But yeah, that one means a lot to me. And you know, I'm doing a few Preston Black songs tonight. You know, when we made the record Green Coffee,
love that record.
It was a great year for us.
Yeah.
And you know, I wish we could have done more the following year after we did all of that, but that record was one of the most fun times I'd ever had. So I love revisiting those songs. I never get tired of playing them. And then there's going to be, you know, there's going to be a couple other songs off the solo album that I'm going to present out there and see how it goes. I don't get a chance to play a lot of the solo music, so it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for doing the show tonight.
Hey, thank
Stopping
you.
by, and let's go out there. We're going to listen to Kit Haymond right now on Moonshine Music.
About a place that wasn't too far from here. The song's called 700 West. She sent me letters in the mail, leaning on my soul like Judgment Day. Let's start a fire, let's start a fire. None of us could ever feel this way. Trying to control these nervous shakes. Nobody knows, no one is with you when this world decides to twist and fade. And I can only find you in a dream. Told myself so many times why we get to 700 West. We don't belong, there's no returning when this house was built on past regrets. And I can only find it in a dream. Single song she wrote, and all the times I've given up, I should have said hello. And I can only find you in a dream. And I can only find you in a dream. And I can only find you in a dream. And I can only find you in a dream. In a dream. Thank you. That's an original song by my band Preston Black. I'm gonna do a song off my solo record here. This is a song. This is a real bummer of a song. Hate to go right into the set with the sad song, but it's a kind of my take on a country song that I wrote. This is a song that's very special to me. This is a song I wrote called "Meet Me at Willie Farkle's." Can we talk over by the railroad bridge? It stopped running long ago, and it really doesn't matter. I look back on all the years that have passed me by. I suppose we had our chance. We keep falling off the ladder, and sobriety will never be enough. My old town is turning into an empty pit, and I don't like anyone, and they're always out to get you. Money's hard to come by when you're so damn broke, and it's one of many fears when there's no one to sleep next to, and they took away the only thing I loved. I'm trying to catch a train, trying to catch a train that's gone for good. They took away the only thing I loved, the only thing I loved, the only thing I loved. Thank you. That's an original song of mine off my solo record.
Moonshine and Music is produced by Joe Shelton. Our cameraman, grip, and stunt double is Brent Lee Smith. Artwork by Bailey Shelton. Production crew, Patrick Zabriskie, Ray Hoskins, and special thanks to the Owens family. Also thanks to the H.J. Ricks Center for the Arts, Tony Seiler and Heather Warren staff for all of their assistance in our National Road Music Series shows. Moonshine and Music is copyright 2025, all rights reserved. Hope to see you next time on Moonshine and Music.